I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team, and we are closely watching some shifts in the forecast track on Beryl, and those shifts will mean some higher impacts possible for Texas and part of the Gulf Coast region. Now, you'll notice that Beryl is a tropical storm now. It was downgraded from a hurricane after it made landfall just south of Tulum early on Friday morning. And as it's interacting with land, it lost hurricane strength and it's a tropical storm. But later on Friday night, you see how the center of the circulation is now about to move off of land and back out over water there in the Gulf of Mexico. And it's there where we expect this storm to start to regain some strength. Here is the latest track that we're watching here as it moves through that warmer water of the Gulf of Mexico. Now, this is holding on to hurricane, or actually tropical storm strength, really until overnight Saturday into Sunday. I wouldn't be surprised if it became a hurricane earlier than that. And then also right here is keeping it at a Category 1 once it makes landfall. We're thinking on Monday. You'll notice that landfall is a little bit later than we were previously thinking because that track has shifted a little bit to the east. If it had stayed to the west, it would have made landfall down here in Mexico pretty much on Saturday or Sunday. But with that shift to the east, that means that it stays over water a little bit longer, and now we don't think there would be a landfall potentially until Monday. The other threat with that is the longer it's over that warm water in the Gulf, then the chances are higher that it could get even stronger before it makes a landfall. So just know that I'm expecting these intensity forecasts to change a little bit more as we go through the next few days. Now, here's a look at the hurricane watch that is in effect now for parts of the Texas coast. It's from Brownsville on up to the north here, including Corpus Christi, on just to the south of Houston. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if these are elevated to any warnings, as well as maybe shifting those watches or warnings a little bit more. The spaghetti models are also noting that shift a little bit more over to the north and to the east here. So we're going to be watching this over the next few days because we do think there would be some sort of impact on the U.S. Based on these models that we're seeing right now, we really don't think that we would have any major impacts from this here. Of course, we also always have to watch the remnants of these storms as they move in. And if that track shifts even more over to the east, then of course that could bring some sort of additional moisture into our area into next week. So just know the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team is watching this very closely for you, and we'll have more updates throughout the weekend and into the beginning of next week.